So, as of recording this, yesterday I made a video about the new diecast metal collection, take and play, whatever they're going to call it, Gordon and Annie. But as of now, there have been a lot more revealed, including more diecast and more motorized. So, another diecast that was revealed was Henry, which, just like his 2022 Wooden Railway counterpart, he does have the correct wheel configuration, but also like Gordon and soon to see James. His tender is missing another set of wheels, but I do like how he has his top feed, which is nice. But his wheel arch is not cut off anymore. It's kind of like the lining is still on the wheel arch. But what's kind of strange and something I haven't seen people point out yet, he looks like he's in his old and new shape, like how his firebox slopes down, but he also still has the square firebox, like in his new shape. I don't understand that. Another thing I'd like to bring up is how small his cab is, but then let's look at his face, and he just looks like Pixar. Yeah, he looks terrible. Not to mention terrifying, but let's talk about that later. Now, admittedly, James doesn't look awful, but there is one thing I noticed that, again, like Henry, I haven't seen people point out. His smokebox saddle looks like it kind of makes like a square, so usually he has like two smokebox saddles like pointing forward, but this one, it has like a straight piece in front, so it looks like a tray. I don't know why people aren't talking about that. Like, if you notice, like, his smokebox saddle or frame, like, underneath his face, it makes, like, a square instead of it being two bars that stop. It's very weird. And if you look at the 80th anniversary stuff for 2025, you can notice that, yes, he does have that weird line in between his smokebox frames, but it doesn't make, like, a complete square. Like, it does stop a little bit before the smokebox saddles end. So I just want to point out that difference. Not to mention how long the tender is. Like, it's almost the same length as his 6 main driving wheels. It's really weird and kind of distracting, too. Now let's look at the face, and oh, man. It really doesn't look like Edward like people have been saying, but maybe if you change the eye color, it would look like Edward. Like, if you change him to blue, but this is just weird, man. Now let's talk about all the motorized engines. So, yeah, it's kind of strange. I've always felt like the diecast range didn't have side rods, but all their wheels moved. The motorized had side rods, but not all the wheels moved. And now it seems like all 6 wheels are going to be able to move, which I really hope that's the case, because that would look really nice. The proportions are really good, but that face... Oh man, that face. It's just Pixar AI garbage. Like, look at that. And he's so wide, too. Like, what's up with that? And, like, the button and on the top instead of the switch. And now they've replaced the couplings with magnets? It's like they can't have the diecast or Trackmaster range be separate. It's either, change the diecast to have the Trackmaster couplings, and now they're going to change the Trackmaster couplings to have the diecast. Like, keep them separate, Mattel. Like, please. And then the side view, he looks fine. He's still really wide from the front. It's just, and the truck is ugly, and the really far sticking out magnets, it's just ugly, man. Percy is probably the second best out of all of these, but that's still not really saying much. I don't really like that weird red thing in between his wheels. I don't know what's up with that. His proportions are fine. He just looks really fat for some reason. And he does have his water cap. Again, that's cool. And the mail van, still with the bronze wheels, I see. That's not very good. And again, the magnets just... Great, now they're not going to be able to pull really long trains like they used to. Just go to Playrail. And let's talk about the face again. He looks more like Pixar than anyone else. And he just looks so smug, and I hate it.
And, well, his his tail lamp is really far, below. It's really low on the back. His mail van is fine, it's just really short. And his top view, you can get a closer look at that button. It's very strange. I don't what made them decide to change the switches now? Having the switches was ever since Trackmaster, Motor, Road, and Rail, whatever, started, and it's now you're making them into buttons? Odd choice. Now let's talk about Gordon, and admittedly, he's probably one of my favorites out of all of these. Again, definitely confirming that Thomas and Gordon are going to have different colored blue. And I do like how he has his front pony truck that seems like it will move, but his back wheels won't. So now he's kind of like a 262, which is fine, I guess. I really don't understand. Now his buttons on the firebox and the movable coal, and look at the back, the front of his tender. It's just a mess. Again, unpainted buffers, and the motorized ones had lamps, but this Gordon doesn't. It's odd. I do like how the handrails are more pronounced, and he kept the valve gear piece from the 80th, but it looks like it's kind of meshed with the side rods, and what I do like is his face, how it looks exactly like his die-cast face. So putting them next to each other is going to look really interesting. Motorized, die-cast. See what I mean? They're really similar. It's nice. Now let's look at the side view, and I'm still not sure. I know the tenders are removable on the motorized, I just don't know how you're going to be able to put them back together. And, looking between his motor wheels, his back wheels, and then the wheels under his cab, there's a white spot. What is that? And how are you going to take the body shells off? And then there's the back with the removable coal again. It just looks like wooden railway. It's really weird. Now on to Nia. Same wheel configuration as Gordon. 262. Interesting. Side rod valve gear is molded into the side rod. I don't know if it's going to be able to shift when the wheels are moving. No boiler bands, no stripes. That's kind of interesting choice. And again, kind of taking some stuff from All Engines Go, where she has her number but not her name. Again, kind of proving these could be just AI. And then there's her side view. The magnet sticks out so much. And oh my god, her face. Oh, her face. It is horrendous. It just looks, if anything, screams Disney. It's not Percy's, it's Nia's. Her big nose, it's just weird. It's not Nia at all. And the last one, the last new motorized we're looking at now is James. Oh, James. Once again, button on the firebox, removable coal, front of the tender looks like a mess. He is way too long. And his face looks not really like Edward. It's like Bash and Dash or something. What the hell? And the lining, near his cab, he doesn't even have his cab windows, or I don't even know if he has that. I don't really care. This is just terrible. This is the worst motorized James ever, and his dome is so pushed forward, probably because of how long his body is. And all of that red and how long his buffer beam dips down. And look at him from the side. He just, his lining is just so long just because of how big he is, and his face, again, looks like Bash or Dash. And you can't even see his cab just because of how squished down his boiler is, and his cab is just so low. It literally just looks like a face on a running board. You can't see his cab from his front view. It's disgusting. And him from this angle, oh my, there's actually a little gap in between his cab and stuff and his, cab roof. It's weird. And again, the removable coal, back looks like wooden railway, and just like Nia, look how far back that magnet sticks out. It's like a big nail. It looks like a nail. And again, the gaps and the wheels and the middle wheel should move, which is interesting, but still. And we also get our first look at the die-cast metal collection, whatever, Percy. We only have a side view right now, and it's pretty good. I mean, I definitely like his proportions, but I don't like, though, is how his dome isn't gold. But what I really don't like is how the track connection is different now.
Like, it's like Thomas Wood. It's probably going to act like Thomas Wood, too. It's going to fail and die within a few years. And they have an adapter, but why change the track in the first place? It's like, why fix what ain't broke? But then they did that when they switched from Trackmaster 1 to 2. The set looks passable. Again, why is it multiple colors? I definitely like how it has multiple ways to configure it. I definitely like this figure 8. All in all, though, how do I really feel about these new ranges of motorized and diecast? I'm kind of split. At first, I'm like, oh, these suck. I hate them. I don't want to get them. But now it's kind of like, maybe I'll pick up a few, especially since they're actually making multi-packs. Kind of like the Amazon exclusive pack. They're going to be making 2 packs with a couple motorized and a couple diecast together. That might be how I buy them, to be honest. But we actually are getting Emily, because as of now, we don't actually know what she's going to look like. But we're getting her in the metal range and the motorized range, as you can see from the wiki. It says Emily. They confirmed Emily will be getting a motorized and diecast. She wasn't in the 80th one, but I really hope that her middle wheel or big wheel, whatever, does move. I just don't know how they're going to accommodate side rods for that. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. So overall, the new motorized and diecast ranges are definitely not as bad as I thought, even if it's only been, as of recording this, 2 days since they were revealed. I definitely will pick up maybe 1 or 2 of each, and maybe the set if there are more sets, but we'll just have to wait and see.